Yo, what's up, everybody? I said, what's up, good people? Today we are going over the Mezco 112 Superman recovery suit. Mm, 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 mm. You know, this is a big favorite of mine, John Jurgensen. He did this run back in the 90s, and whew, I mean, this thing was on news stations. You understand what I'm saying? We talking ABC, CBS. Like when Superman died, this was a big global event, guys. So to see Mezco and try their hand at this recovery suit, I'm all for it. We're going to deep dive into this. So you already gotta take a look at the box. We ain't come here to review the box though. We came here to review the figure. Let's bust this bad boy open and see what he's really about. Reason why I review the box and I review the actual like trays to show you guys is because sometimes people buy these figures late and they need to see how it should be packaged. If yours was tampered with or not. I'm trying to help the fellow collectors out here. So this is the first tray you're going to see when you open your Superman recovery fig, and then the second tray is going to look like this. I don't want anybody getting taken to the cleaners. Sometimes you'll see indentations like you see here. These are supposed to be empty. This is just the outline of Superman from the first tray. You know what I mean? The same thing with these indentions right here. These are like, so the trays will fit inside each other nicely. And then the third and final tray is going to be, uh, you got the stand here, and then you got the base, and then you also got Superman's tattered up cape. Uh, yeah. But that's that. I had to show you guys that so you know what you're getting into if you decide to get this figure. And sometimes people be trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Again, that first tray, two boots, well, rocket boots. Then you got the slip-ons that come on top of that. We're gonna go over that later. You got the Hank Henshaw head right here. This is just to give you another view of how it looked without the actual plastic over it. We're going to go over this, the gun holster that he has right here. Whole bunch of hands. Then he has his other heads. So straight away, just taking them straight out of the package and into a quick pose. Now I am finding him hard to balance, and I believe it's because his feet have no type of uh, ankle swivel or pivot. I mean, you can swivel it. Don't get me wrong, you can swivel it because it can spin around, but you have no type of ankle pivot. So that's like fighting against you. So I had to kind of like put him on his toes, and he feels like he wants to lean back a lot. So that is also, I mean, this is what I'm noticing straight away right out of the package. Like, you know what I mean? This is a balance that I've created, you know, counterbalancing them or whatever like that. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Let me see. I'm trying to stand this guy up just like see how he wants to lean back. Look at that. I mean, look, y'all know my reviews keep it raw and real. Like I ain't cutting no corners. I'm telling you the unadulterated truth with every figure that I review. That's why I named my reviews Keeping It Real Review. Because Mezco don't owe me nothing. I don't know owe Mezco nothing. But what I do feel like I want y'all to understand is what y'all purchasing and what you are to expect when you get, you know, when you make a purchase like this. This figure is over $100. You know what I mean? It's Mezco, so you got to know what's going on. So straight off the gate, we're going to go over articulation. This is Superman, and I believe this is the John Jurgensen Superman. So it's 90s, hairdo. He don't have the scruff on his face. Now the neck can move along. As you can see, the neck moves independently, so you can get more range out of that, and it is attached. And you have a ball peg attached to the actual head, so he can look down a good range. Uh, he looks up a decent amount. You can tell his eyes are this way, but his mullet right here is getting away of probably optimum neck range up. You can get his arms to go straight out to the side like this without no issues. You are not going to be able to swivel that arm all the way around. You're going to have to like, I mean, because of the material. Look how that material is doing. Oh my goodness, that material. I mean, you got this pleather or faux leather or whatever you want to call it, and this thing is stretching like crazy. So even like getting him into that Superman pose, I know a lot of you guys are going to be worried because I'm worried about it. I'm not saying you can't, but I would suggest you definitely not keep him in this pose. Look at that. That comes from the neck trying to uh, go all the way up, me trying to stretch his neck all the way up. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to use his waist because he does have a diaphragm joint. You're going to have to use his waist a little bit to kind of like cheat that pose if you want to. But at the same time, Superman really couldn't fly at this time. You know what I mean? So, this pose, I mean, he can with rocket boots. That's why they come with rocket boots, but we're going to get into that later. But still, at the same time, Superman was very limited on his powers. That's why they calling it, the recovery suit or like NECA. I'm sorry, not NECA, but Mezco. Yeah, they call him the recovery suit as well. All right, but so he can, like I said, he does have a diaphragm joint. You can feel that up here. So diaphragm joint. And then he also has a little waist swivel. But again, the material is kind of a hindrance on. I said kinda. I'm not saying that it is. It kinda is because you really don't want to see them wrinkles right there. Let's be honest. So I'm talking about if you leaving them on your shelf posed in like a dynamic pose, you might not want to do that because this material, yes, is stretchy, but leaving it up on your display for months at a time, and then you go to try to change the pose, this material will probably be all wrecked. But the legs can come out to the side like this here, come out about this far, right? And I did skip over the double jointed elbows. It does have double jointed elbows, easy. Wrists do rotate, and you do have a hinge in that wrist as well. You do have a double jointed knee, all right, and you have a thigh swivel up in there too. That thigh does swivel pretty nice. Again, like I was saying in the beginning, you don't have ankle pivot, but the feet do turn uh, like this here, and yeah, zero ankle pivot. So if you're ankle pivot junkie out there, yeah, yeah, please don't look forward to an ankle pivot on this guy. All right, so that's the articulation, uh, all in a nutshell. Now we're going to go over accessories on this guy. So you get a screaming face uh, with the beard, right? Full on beard, screaming face, and a stern face with the beard. But not yet. It's not done yet. But wait, there's more. Now this one you got the clean cut, right? But you got the beard, and he has a little smirk. Now this one is also John Jurgensen, but this is from the Rebirth. This is your Rebirth look of Superman, Lois and Clark. So this was a whole different story that a lot of us are used to from the '90s when Superman died and then came back. Whole different storyline right here. But that's his look there. We'll also get a Hank Headshaw head, aka Cyborg Superman. That looks pretty dope there. Pretty dope. Here we go. Now you also get a set of hands. Right, so it looks like you get a set of cut through the air as fly hands, karate chop hands, whatever you want to call them. You get some trigger finger hands here. I think that's what these are. And you get some grabby hands. Um, you get what are these? Like open splayed hands, you know what I mean? Motion gesture hands. And then these are also like grabbing little things right here. hands like cape or what have you. But we're going to get into why this is empty in a sec. This is why that section of the tray was empty. It's because it had his like leg bandolier with, I believe these are extra bullets, or it's not really bullets. See, that's the thing. He didn't really shoot a real gun. It was like laser type. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna do this right on camera because I want you guys to see how easy and or how hard this is. Now this might be this might be the longest section of the video. I ain't gonna lie. Doing stuff like this usually does take a little bit, but we're gonna see how it works out this time. So let's get the bandolier on first. Um, we'll put the bandolier on his left because I believe Soups is right-handed, and as you can tell, you see how I slid it on this way, and it don't look right. It look like it's supposed to go on the other way, so I believe I have it on upside down, and I did. Let's get that right. Oh, that's a snug fit. Once you get it up on there, that looks good. All right, so now we're going to get the other side, which will hold Soup's little pistol. Now, I think I'm putting that on. Okay, yeah, now that's the right way right there. Getting that on like that there. Pushing that up there. Yeah, that's the way that holster needs to be, just like that. Now, we're going to put his rocket boots on. Let's see if we're going to get these on the right way or not. I believe this is the front side. Yeah, because that's the back side. I can tell by the way it's shaped. So that's the front side. Then we're going to get the other one on. Sorry, I think I did that off camera. So I don't know. It's in this type of shape. Like you can tell this is the back of the calf, and this part here is the front of the shin. So you want to just scoot that up there, and they are both uniform. If you look in the back, it kind of looks the same. I ain't gonna lie to you, but you can tell this one is just shorter up here. These little things come all the way down. You know how it has the indentations. I don't know what you would call it, but you can tell which way is front or back. And then you will put his boots on like this here. Let's see, get this boot to snap in there good. Uh-oh. We getting snap situations already. Don't tell me, man. Don't tell me, man. Gotta get this boot on there. Got a little tap that boot on in there. All right. We'll see in a little bit if I got it on there snug enough. It's because of the material, guys. Like the material um, can sometimes get in the way of you getting that tight cinch with the rocket boots. But I felt a little oomph when I put that one on. That one seemed to go on a little bit easier than the other one. All right, check that out. Check that out. So that's how, well, let me back him up some more. So that's how he looks with his actual rocket boots on. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to get his whole bullet chain set up. So he got like a harness or whatever that goes around this here. This is what I'm talking about, and it has all this like plasma uh, ammo right here. So we're going to get that on him. And then we have another tray, and it has his actual rocket boots and whatnot, and his rocket blasters, not boots, but blasters there. So we're going to get that all situated. And this right here, this is the stick that can be used to support his tattered cape. This is a stick. I'm going to just put this in the background. We're going to get to that later. Then we're going to get him all suited and booted with his blasters. See, these are blasters. These are not real guns, guys. You know what I mean? It's like, I know a lot of people saying, man, Superman, he did kill. Superman hell had guns. yes and no. You know what I'm saying? Yes and no. It's not a real like machine gun, like a like a M16 or squad automatic weapon or a 203 grenade launcher. And I'll be like, what the heck is this? Well, we're gonna get to that later. We're gonna get to that later. Okay, let's put his bullet vest situation going on here. Let's see which way will be. I think the best way to put this on him, guys, will probably how we put everything else on him, like you putting on a coat, right? So we're gonna try it this way. Put his arms behind him. And this vest or whatever is pliable, so it's not like it's stiff or whatever like that. So you can just put it on him like this here, and make sure you slide this up as far as you can go, like this here. Slide that up, bring his arm forward a little bit. Okay, 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 okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, hey, sliding off there, boy. Okay, let's slide that back on him. Slide that back on him. Okay. Yeah. I think actually he stands a little bit better with these boots and everything. Oh, that looks good right there. That looks good. That looks good. Hold on, hold on. Now you do for give you guys a closer look at this. Can this come out? Yeah, this does come out. So this is his magazine, and you get an extra one. Okay, I guess that's just for shits and giggles. But this is what it looks like. Looks pretty cool. Just painted silver or whatever like that. Not nothing too crazy. And this right here look like the Men in Black cricket gun. You remember that gun from Men in Black Part 1? It goes, cricket, cricket, cricket. Boom. That's exactly what this looks like. But he got one. He got one, and we can put that in his holster with no problem. Right here. That looks good. That looks good. Now hold on. Let's get the right hands out so he can hold his gun. Okay, now this is how he looks with his little pistol type weapon in his hand. And to be honest with you, man, this isn't bad, man. This isn't bad. But check this out. I do want to let y'all understand and know that when you put this pistol in here, like it just sits there. It's gonna fall out because there's no way to cinch this thing down there tight. So that pistol right there will fall out if you moving them around or whatever like that. I just want to let you, like I said, I keep it real. I keep it 100. You got to come here to get the 100, to get the real scoop. Now, now this one here, I feel like it should be a handle here. I mean, obviously in the comics it probably wasn't, but then again, I don't really remember. It's been years and years since I read that comic. But as far as where he's supposed to grip, it looks like he's supposed to grip right here. And if that's the case, let's figure this out. This is how he grips it, right? So that doesn't look bad, right? But it also is not a strong grip neither. And this is his pistol gripping hand. I don't want to get anything confused. I went over all these hands that he actually have. That is his right pistol grip. Sorry. That is his right pistol gripping hand. This one right here is like for smaller objects, like to hold his cape in his hand or something like that. And another thing another pose that I was thinking about doing was like having him hold his well, let me see. I didn't rip the daggone hand off, but have him hold his gun, you know, by the actual, I guess you can call it the pistol grip, but it really is not a real conventional pistol grip. And then kind of with his other hand, hold it up under here, but you gotta kind of like fight with it, I guess. I guess I wasn't fighting the way I needed to fight. But let's see, like this. This is kind of like a shelf pose or, a getting ready type of pose, right? Okay, here we go. Here we go. On camera, too. Like everybody that reviews figs knows that this is not the easiest to do on camera, but this is nice, man. Now, understand if you look at his boot, well, you guys can't see that, but if you look at his boot, right, since he doesn't have an ankle pivot, this kind of pisses me off. I'm not going to lie because of, I want to pivot his ankle just out this way, but he can't. So, but this is nice, guys. This is nice. It's a nice I'm ready type of Rambo-ish, type of pose going on here. Let's put his pistol back in his side right here, just to complete the look. You know what I'm saying? Complete that look. Boom, boom. And I did go ahead and take the last tray out, so you guys can see, what his tattered cape looks like. And I don't know if you a dope like I don't know, customizer. Maybe you could use this for another Superman. I mean, it is wired here, so maybe you can use it for another Superman and kind of like put it around his neck or something like that. You know what I mean? And find some way to kind of like cinch it in the front right here. I mean, some talented people in this community, but he also comes with this rock base with this stick, right? And this rock base kind of has some heft to it, and there's a hole right here that you can stick the stick in, and easy to tell which side that thing goes in the rock base. But this rock base, I expect it to be super super light. I mean, it's not super heavy neither, but it does have a little heft to it. So you can just slide that bad boy in there like that. Mm-hmm. And then whatever way you see fit to have like his cape draped on it. Like you can put it through I'm trying to put it through like two of the holes now. Like two of these holes. And then you got like a little hook thing. And then you can drape it like that. You can mess with it and get it straight yourself. But next, what we're going to go over some size comparison. Oh, before we do that, let's see how he look with his rocket boots in. I mean, his rocket blasters. I'm sorry, rocket blasters. So we have peg holes in his other pistol that fell out anyway. We have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. So let's see how these peg in. I kind of give mine a little twist, but it feels like it ain't going in good. So now I'm switching to the other boot, and this feels like it goes in a lot better. Nah, not even a lot better, a little bit better. But let's try this one, put this one on. I don't know if I'm feeling these rocket boots as much as, say, like how the Mayfex did theirs. And I will bring the Mayfex out for comparison too, guys. I don't know here. Let's kind of keep one down. Hit them with the one. And man, it's very nerve-wracking trying to this material, man. Look at that. Oof. That's nerve-wracking. Again, I'm only doing it for this video, and he's not going to be in this pose on my shelf. That is a fact. And you can't get the neck to look up. This is the furthest the neck can look up. So yeah, that's what we're rocking with right there. As I was looking. Yeah, I mean it's all right, but as far as him and his rocket boots, I'll probably keep the Mayfex on display with the rocket boots, and he'll be without with this cool bullet chain. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all, man. The reason why I got this one is because the Mayfex version that I do have, I felt like that it was missing some important pieces that this one does have, and that's the full reason that I got this Superman. Here, let's straighten his neck up. Straighten his neck up, man. Straighten his neck up, and we're gonna do some size comparisons here. Y'all ready for this? I mean, we're not gonna do a bunch of them, and I didn't even touch on this. You know what? I don't think you can put this on Superman. I think this is Eradicator. I feel like this is Eradicator's glasses. That's what I feel like, because I don't think there's a head sculpt that will allow you to actually put that on them. Okay, anyway, let's get to these size comparisons real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Yo, these are all the recovery suits from the different lines of Superman that is at my disposal. Again, this is the Lois and Clark Rebirth. I think this was done by DC Direct. DC Essentials. Yeah, these they both had a hand in doing this. DC Direct, DC Essentials, Rebirth, Superman. Obviously, this is the Mezco. This is the actual Mayfex, and this is the Mezco 3-pack Henry Cavill Superman. So this recovery suit came with Flash and Batman. This is a Mezco. So now that we can see the different height comparisons and size comparisons, like this is a 7-inch figure, DC Direct, DC Essentials, like McFarlane, when they had the throne, they was also doing 7-inch figures. That's why a lot of the OGs, we didn't mind 7-inch characters from McFarlane, because we was used to already buying 7-inch from, DC Direct. But all your new booties out there, yeah, man, 6 inch. You gotta do 6 inch. Yeah, I understand your Marvel Legends is 6 inch and a lot of other stuff you buy at 6 inch. But at the same time, man, you gotta get over it, man. Start a 7-inch collection. That's how I gotta be. Or guess what? Don't buy it. That's an even better one. All right, I'm rambling. Okay. All Mayfex up here. Mayfex Hank Henshaw, aka Cyborg Superman. Mayfex Steel right here, and then the Mayfex actual Superman right here. So as you can see, man, I wasn't prepared for this. That steel is definitely tall and can scale with your Mezco. That's dope right there. And Hank Henshaw, he is also taller than the Mezco. So if you got both, man, you can fudge this Mezco in with your Mayfix. That's dope. Now that I can respect. And yeah, this Superman here, it is a lot smaller than this Superman recovery suit. But I like the look of this. Go ahead and take your screenshots like this. You know what I mean? I want to send a shout out to all the other reviewers that be reviewing figs and be doing size comparisons. Get your hands out the way. You know what I'm saying? People want to take their screenshots and they want to send it to their friends in comparison to how they look. But people be holding on to the figures and what, like we ain't trying to send screenshots to you with your dick beaters in the daggone shot, man. Get your hands out the way. Let loose. Let go and let God. You know what I'm saying? If your figs fall over, they fall over. Matter of fact, try to stand them up before you even get your before you even get your next segment together. That way, when you're putting it on there, they stand up nice. People can take the nice little you know their little screenshots, and so they can send it to toy groups and whatnot like that. Go on, take your screenshots. See, I'm always thinking about people watching my videos. I'm always thinking about you guys. But let's get. I think that's good enough size comparisons. I mean, shoot, man, we did the damn thing. If I do say so myself. But look, check this out, guys. This is a pretty. It's a decent offering. It was a figure that I definitely needed when I seen Mezco announce it because I liked everything that it came with. I mean, come on now, you got the Mezco didn't come with that. Come on, Mezco. We got two head sculpts and a bunch of hands and rocket boots. As you can see, the rocket boots, and you had the actual blast effects. But I like the accessories that this guy comes with. I like it. I mean, even though I probably won't use them other heads, um, I like that I got the option to want to use them. I have the option that I can use them if I felt like it. So other than him not having ankle pivot, and then the material, ooh, like you cannot keep that on your shelf like that. You're gonna have to be straight laced. He's gonna have to look like he's waiting on a bus on your shelf if you choose to keep him on your shelf. So for that, I'm gonna have to give this guy 8 out of 10 offering. It's not a bad score. It's actually a pretty decent score. It's a score if you are a DC fan or if you're a fan of that return of Superman's comic book run. This is almost a must get. Not almost, it is. It is. Every figure is going to have their drawbacks. It's going to have its good. It's going to have its bad. But I hope I laid everything out for you guys so you can make a sound, conscious decision to get or not to get this recovery suit Superman by Mezco. All right. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your hunts. And if you're patient enough, even the egg can and will grow legs. It's been your boy, Plastic Addict. Collect what you love what you collect, and I'll see you next time. Plastic Addict, out.